I'm back. I made it. Fixed it. All sorted, I think. That should be sorted now. I hope everybody jumps back on. Hi, Sarah. Thanks. You're back. Awesome. That's good. Here we go. Oh, we're back on now. That's better. Oh, it wasn't connected properly. So now I've connected it, which is good. All connected for Facebook. Here we go. Now there's some people jumping on again. Take two. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, was that quick? That's good. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, I try to work quickly. Here we go. Now it's starting to happen. Hi, Lisa. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hi, Jody. Yes, you're back. I'm back too. Hi, Jane. Yes, I sorted it. All sorted. Don't know what happened. I just didn't click a few buttons. Missed a few buttons. That was all. Missed a few things. Need to move this around so that I'm not tilting my head too much because it's a bit annoying. Oh, hi, Sarah. Hello, everyone. Yeah, so let me move this over a bit. Don't want to. Oh, that's on a balancing. That's my camera is on a balancing act on my shelf there. I have to be careful so it doesn't crash and fall. Oh, wow. Here we are. That's better. Here's all the people. Here they are. I had a bit of a faux pas before, everyone. I messed up the buttons. So anyway, I'm here. So that's awesome. Oh, hello. Hello, Lisa. Catherine, hello. Yes, I'm back. Deanna. Oh, lovely to see you. Haven't seen you for a long time. Hello, Healing Our Identity. I can't remember what your name is, but I'm so glad you're here. All the love, all the love. So I've got two screens going. So if you see me looking like this Facebook, it's because I'm looking at Instagram. And Instagram, if you see me looking like this, it's because I'm looking at Facebook. Yes, if you'd love to share, that would be amazing. Sharing these lives is really incredibly helpful for us. And yeah, I'm so glad you've made it as well, Kim. Kim said, I'm glad to finally catch the weekly report. Yes. So, okay, how does the reading process go on Instagram? Someone's just asked. So let me start. So how this works is, first of all, I'm going to do an energy report for this week, which I happen to love doing the energy report. And yeah, the energy report, if anything resonates for you, take it. It's because it's meant for you. It is based on the group consciousness, your spirit team, my spirit team, your higher self, my higher self are working in sacred collaboration together. And I've put my hand up to read for us. I happen to love reading. And so after I've done the energy report, then I will read your cards for you. So you can ask me a question, and I love questions. I don't mind me love reading. So if you feel like asking about love, I'm happy to do that. I generally don't respond to health questions. Just it's not really ethical to do that on a Facebook Live or on Instagram. If you do have some serious health issues, it's probably best to go to seek out somebody who is a practitioner in that field. I'm not. My background is in psychology, counselling and the sacred arts. Not really health, mental health, yes, but not physical health. So let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Marina Lovas, your soul purpose mentor. I support intuitive and spiritual entrepreneurs to monetize their passion to purpose, creating programs and services that sell out. And I have an current offer at the moment. I have my last, it's the only one for this year. This will be the last one. My 9-month tarot training and mentoring. It is for those of you who want to take your tarot practice to the next level, moving away from fortune teller to tarot therapy. I'm going to introduce you to Jungian psychology, psychotherapy, counseling 101, dream therapy, Jungian therapy, as well as all of the myths look at the card that was on the bottom. Oh, that was auspicious. Chiron, the wounded healer. He is the psychologist, the therapist of the Mythic Tarot. I'm going to introduce you to all of the myths in the Mythic Tarot, as well as, of course, the psychological meanings of the cards. Now, I don't dismiss your intuition. I take for granted that you come in already very psychic, very intuitive, and we incorporate your intuition into our sessions. Of course, I don't discount that. But often the missing piece for people who are learning tarot or who want to learn tarot is the therapeutic component and ethical and professional practice, which it's my intention and my purpose is to help people like yourself upgrade your practice so you can be taken seriously and stand out amongst the sea of tarot therapists with ethical and professional training, so that your clients are going to get the best of the best. My graduates are the best of the best. They're incredible readers, and I'm so proud of my course. So I will put a link to the course in the comments section here. It is also above in the above this live, and it's also in the bio. If you click on the bio, it'll be there in the bio. So yes, now I'm going to do the weekly energy report. So if you're feeling generous, tag one of your friends in. They might get something out of this report and really love it. And then after I've done that, I'll do some reads. So I need to pick 3 cards. I'm going to pick 3 cards randomly for the energy report. I don't pre-plan this. Oh, thanks, Kelly. I don't pre-plan this. I will just pick some cards randomly and see what comes up. And I'm just like, who wants love cards? I do. Does everybody want love cards? I definitely do. I want to fall in love. That's what I want this year. That's the plan. Not just with myself. I want the other. I need a relational experience. I'm ready to fall in love. Who's ready to fall in love? Is it a big yes for everyone? Yes, we all want that. Absolutely. So, like, Spirit, give us some guidance around that this week. Of course, I trust Spirit. We're going to get what we get, and we don't get upset. We trust the cards. We'll trust what reading comes through. And yeah, I'm always hoping, keeping the faith. All right, let me pick the cards. We need the cards. Too much talking, not enough reading cards. Let's go. I really want some love cards. You can't force 2 hands together, though, can you? You really can't. Love will find a way in its own timing. But, of course, you've got to be out there to make it happen. That's absolutely true. Here, I forgot to put the link in. There's the link to my tarot course. Okay, let's pick the first card. Let's see what it is. You see, I've got them face down. Let me see. What is the first card? Oh, change. Great card. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Swords. The swords in the Mythic Tarot represent change and transformation, and they're probably the most transformational of the minor arcana in the Mythic Tarot, and they're probably the most confronting. The swords are really about how can we move beyond our defenses to get to the truth, or to drop down our defenses, to not distort our reality, to get to the truth of who we are, to clear our karma, to face the challenges that life has, thrown on our path, or what we may have manifested or created for ourselves, and to grow and evolve from that. They are the most creative, even though everybody hates them. Most people will tell you that they don't like the swords because they are pretty confronting, and it's not about distorting reality. Okay, so the first card that we've got here is the Ace of Swords, and the ace represents the cognitive dissonance. It represents that we are outgrowing a current reality, and we're reminded that things. It's time for change. It's time for a shift, and what once was, or what currently is no longer a fit for who you are. And you can kind of feel it. You can feel the winds. Do you know what movie I'm thinking of now? Is Chocolat with Julie Binoche, I think her name is. Is that her name? And the wind, the north wind, would come and it would blow this, this gale, and it would be a message that it's time for change. It's time for movement. This is what this card is like. It's a message. It is a message that change is upon us, and this change is what is called irrevocable change. This is like life will pull the rug out from underneath you if you don't start honoring and listening. So on the one hand, you're probably thinking, I just want to stay doing what I've always done, or what I'm currently doing, because that's safe and better the devil you know. Yet you know that it's not true to who you are. There'll be a feeling of discomfort that things aren't quite right, and you know it. You just know it in your heart. and yet you've got a sense of where you need to direct your energy. You've got this feeling. On the other hand, you know where you need to be directing your energy, but you kind of like have this inner conflict within you about moving forward towards change. So this card is a reminder that change is the true nature of our reality, that things cannot stay the same forever. Everything must eventually shift and change and evolve and die away, and we're being called to open to our own transformation. Now, the swords, the transformation that comes with the swords is generally chaotic. It's a bit messy. Where most humans want to avoid discomfort. We all want the air conditioning on. We want the nice warm blanket. We want the comfortable sofa. We want the clean water. You know, we naturally want comfort. But the swords take us into places of discomfort, and we have to learn to be a warrior like beautiful Athena. This is Athena in this card. We have to learn to be a warrior priestess like her, to lean in and to make friends with change, to make friends with it. And it will develop a courage muscle within you that you didn't know you had. But this card is about changing your karma. This is about breaking patterns of behavior, breaking patterns or cycles in your life that have been continually keeping you stuck or trapped, or having you attract the same kinds of relationships, the same kinds of clients, the same kind of jobs, the same kind of people, the same kind of situations. You're being nudged towards change and transformation, to do things differently than the way that you have done before. And of course, it's going to feel uncomfortable because it's unfamiliar territory. You're going to feel scared. You're going to feel some fear around it. You're going to feel this, I don't know how to manage this new terrain. I don't know what to do with it. So what comes after this card is learning about, is recognizing, I think it is, yes, it is. I think it's the 2 is the defenses. Yes, the next card. The card that comes after this is really relevant, and I want to share it with you because it's relevant for this reading. It really is about the elephant in the room. So, you know, what comes next? Once you acknowledge that change is imminent, it's then acknowledging the elephant in the room. You know, and maybe you want to think about that now. What is the elephant in the room? What are you possibly brushing under the carpet? What needs your loving attention? What are you closing your ears to? What do you not want to face? What do you not want to look at? That is what needs to transform and change. Okay, so that's the first card. Where's the love cards, everyone? What the hell was that? What was that, hey? Let's look for the next card. I hope I didn't leave my oven on. Just had this feeling I've left my oven on. Should be fine. Hope I didn't leave it on. Should I go and check, everyone? No, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Oh, I'm so glad. We've got a really good card. We've got a great card now. All right, we ready? We ready for the next one? Right, hold on tight. This is going to be a good one. Oh, so... You know, I think sometimes we really do have to learn to trust the natural cycles of life. I think we all want to have some kind of control over our reality. We all kind of want to have the crystal ball there to be able to see into the future or to make things happen now. We're reminded with this card that life has its own natural organic cycle. We have these man-made calendars, yes. But the seasons, nature has its own timing. And so we need to trust that. Yes, we can do all the things, right? We can do all the things to speed up growth. We can do all the things that will open us to the potential of what we want, to bring to us what we want. But the timing of that is out of your hands. So yes, you can put yourself out there on a dating app and do all the things, yes, you can do that. You can, if you're running a business, you can put all the posts out there, all your copy out there and say all the things and do all the things and write all the things. But the timing around it showing up is more cosmic. It's a cosmic timing, and it's something that you need to rest and trust with. Now, look, she's pregnant, okay? So we know that something new is birthing. It's the birth of a new relationship, a birth of a new business idea, a birth of a new project, a birth of a new job, a birth of a new home, birth of a new child. Yes, there's something birthing there, but we have to be patient. We are being called to be patient. For some of you, it will be about some of this patience with yourself might be about working on mother wounding. And so that could be about getting really clear about what you actually want, not what your parents or your mum had expected of you, or what she had denied herself of to give you this life that she, mums, well, I'll say it like this, mums often unconsciously project guilt. Look what I've given up to be, to do, to support you. You're being reminded to not give up on what you want, on what you want. Don't allow the guilt to stop you from leaning in to the actual thing that you are called to, that is true to your nature, that is true to who you are. There's so much more to mother wounding than that, but that's a taster of it. So any sort of wounding around the matriarchal archetype or the mother archetype, we're being called to look at that this week, to tend to that, to look after yourself, maybe even to mother yourself, maybe even to scoop up your little inner child and hold her and take care of her and give her what she needs, nurture her, look after her. This is a very abundant card, okay? It's a very abundant card. This is about fertility, receiving. You will receive. It is about being receptive, but you've got to trust the natural cycles of life. Okay, that was that card. I haven't looked at the next card yet. What's it going to be? Who can predict? Who can predict? What's the prediction, hey? What's the prediction for the next card? Hello, Kelly. Good to see you. On your way to spend a couple of days with your mum. I hope it's not too triggering for you, and I hope it's a beautiful time with her. I haven't turned the last card over. I'm just trying to I'm getting there. 2 of Cups. Sarah on Instagram. It's got to be 2 of Cups. What do you girls? What do you ladies reckon? You reckon it's the Fool? Shaman said it's the Fool. It's the Fool. 7 of Swords, says Jess. Oh, I don't know. Something inwards or pentacles, says Deanna. All right, shall I turn it over? Shall we have a look? Let's have a look. Let's see what it is. Oh no. Oh no. Are you ready, everyone? Are you ready? Crikey. No, it's not the Knight of Pentacles, Steve. It's far from that. It's not even close to that. I wish it was that. We've got the Tower. Oh, look what we've got. We've got the Tower. Oh. Oof. I'm hot. There's a heat that's just rolled over me. There's a warmth rolling over me right now. Okay, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, everyone. Don't be afraid. This doesn't foretell of bad things, okay? It's neither good or bad. It just is. So I want you to think of the Tower card as what this sword is precipitating, right? It's saying you have psychologically outgrown your current situation. If you don't make the changes, life will make the changes for you. The rug will get pulled out from underneath you. The Tower card is the only card that is focused on man-made structures. Those man-made structures being the psychological structures, the beliefs that you have about yourself and about your life, or what you're saying to yourself, the identity that you are holding on to or performing, or what persona you are performing to the world, how it is limiting you. You're being called to break down the structure. Now, I want you to think of it, this card, like, in the tarot, this card represents Uranus. Uranus in astrology represents the divine rebellion. This is about rebelling against structures that no longer serve you, against situations or titles that have been holding you back, that have been keeping you trapped. What have you been telling yourself about yourself? What pseudo rules have you made up about your life, about what you have to do and what you can't have. I want you to notice, I want you to think about what you're saying in terms of, I can't because don't. I want you to look at that, notice that, because it's a fiction. It's a fiction of your mind, and it's a limitation that you've created for yourself, about yourself, to keep yourself trapped in the tower of bullshit. Sometimes I do refer to this as the tower of bullshit. It is the shame as well that we've kept hidden. It's the guilt. It's inside this tower. Let me tell you a little bit about this card. Inside this tower is the what's he called? He's half beast, half the Minotaur, and he was hidden in this tower. In the story, this tower was created by King Minos, who ruled Crete, and he had this white bull, and he was supposed to sacrifice this magical white bull to Poseidon, but he wanted to keep the bull, so he swapped it out and sacrificed a fake white one. And Poseidon knew what he did, and he then called Aphrodite to afflict his wife, Pasiphae, with this passion for the bull. And so she didn't want to make love to King Minos anymore. All she wanted was the bull, and she started making love to the bull. And she fell pregnant, and she birthed this Minotaur, this creature. And it was hidden in this tower. What are you hiding? Or what is being hidden from you? Sometimes this card will come up when someone in your life, it might not even be you that's been bullshitting. It might be somebody outside of you that hasn't been telling you the truth, and you haven't been, you know it, you feel it, you know there's an off note, but you haven't faced it. Sometimes this card will come up when the truth comes out, and you can no longer ignore it. You can no longer hide from it. So yeah, it's a pretty intense card, hey? But Uranus wants to break down these structures, these false personas, this false identity, so that you can come home to your true nature. It really is a blessing in disguise. It's God playing its hand. It really is a blessing in disguise. So any truths that come out this week, take it as a blessing in disguise, because what it's going to do, it's going to allow you to step into your true nature. Anything that is not true to who you are, you're being called to move it on, get rid of it, break it down. Any titles that you've been holding on to, that you've been telling yourself about yourself, get rid of it. It's no longer serving you. For some of you in business, it could be maybe you've called your business a particular name like Oracle Moon Cards or Oracle Star Seeds or something like that. One of the biggest keys to my business evolving and unfolding is that my business name is my name, Marina Lovas. That's it. Because then that allows me the spaciousness to evolve who I am, to evolve my practice, to do whatever I want in my business and not be stuck or boxed in by any title. All right. That was this week's reading. Let's just do a quick recap. The good news is life will support you. Abundance is on its way. Trust in the natural cycles of life. Doing what you've always done is no longer going to serve you. It's time to break down the structures that are keeping you trapped, that are not allowing you to step into your abundant nature. Yes, it is time for change. Change is on its way. And yeah, it might be pretty confronting with the tower, but the best news is that once the truth comes out, once you can be true to who you are, you can have what you want. What you want, the birth of a child, the birth of a new job, the relationship, the business, the program, whatever the success is on its way once you break down this tower. Okay. All right. That's the message for this week. So we've got for those of us who want to fall in love, we've got some personal work to do. How that's going to look for me. All right. Let's start with some readings, hey? Hi, Jessica. Yes, I'll come to you in a minute, Jessica. I'm going to start with Facebook and then I'll come over to Instagram and read for you. I'll take turns, all right? So let me start with Instagram. Let me start with Facebook. What have we got here? All right, we'll start with, oh, Christ, it's going like a mofo. Michelle Bates. Hello, Michelle. Hello. Let's read a card for you. It's lovely to see you. So glad you're here. Nell, it was so powerful, hey? Powerful read. Yes. Oh, what did Nell say? Nell said something there this week. Uranus is, is it? 6 degrees of Libra. Oh. Yes. 0.6, 0.06, sitting right on top of Libra, hey? Yeah. All right. So, okay, let's have a look for Michelle. Let's read for Michelle. What have we got? Guys, I'm a bit paranoid about my oven. Can you be patient with me? I can smell it and it's bothering me. I'm going to quickly turn it off. I need to make sure it's off, okay? I won't be long. Be super quick. I can smell it. It's bugging me. We quickly do it. Okay, good. Sorted. Oh, I feel better. It was stressing me out because I kept on smelling it and I couldn't relax. That was good. That would have been a tower moment, hey? The house would have burned down. No good. We don't want to like create any self-fulfilling prophecies here, that's for sure. All right, Michelle, this is for you. Oh, beautiful cards. Michelle, I've got Chiron here for you. Chiron is known as the wounded healer, and he is the part of us that has this kind of wound that gets easily poked, or when it's poked, we get easily triggered. It's a wound that we probably come back to over and over again in a lifetime, and we sort of heal a little bit more of it. But it's a bit what I would call like the weeping wound. It doesn't ever quite sort of heal. It's a portal though. It's a portal for growth. It's a portal for our evolution. It is a portal for your own connection to soul and to spirit. And when you enter into this portal, when you enter into this space, into the pain body, and you learn to transcend it, you come to this really beautiful, deep place, this connection to soul and to spirit and to God. And from that place, you come back with incredible medicine for your people, for your community, for your children, for the people around you. This card suggests that you are a healer, and you have this healing ability mostly, or you have this natural inclination towards healing, mostly because of what you've been through in your lifetime. You've had my feeling is you've had a pretty rough childhood. Now, we've all had stuff go down in our life, but it really has been impactful on you in terms of your identity and in terms of who you are and what you want to do in this lifetime. He holds the scroll here, this beautiful scroll he holds is your soul purpose, and you're being called to step powerfully into the healing arts. Now, it could be that you are already involved in the healing arts, and perhaps you are studying counseling, or you want to study counseling, or you want to study Reiki, or you want to study tarot therapy. I don't know. There'll be something that you feel drawn to, or you already are studying. And also, it is also a nudge for you to do your own personal journey work as well. That anything that you lean into in terms of your study will help you evolve and to tend to your own wound and to transcend that pain body and to come back with beautiful medicine for your community. So no, you didn't miss out, Jess. I'm reading Facebook first, and then I'm going to come back to Instagram. And then, you've got the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles says that look after yourself, nurture this dream. Look at all those seeds. Look at all those seedlings. You can have this if you want it. If you want it, it is abundant for you, and it's likely to grow abundantly. Any investments that you're making at this current time, Michelle, this foretells of good fortune. Look at all those seeds. And yes, it really is about investing your time, your energy, your money and resources into hobbies that can be monetized, things that you can make money from, that can become that can become a occupation for you, or a business, or it's possible to monetize it. But of course, you're going to have to go all in. Hey, you're going to have to go right into the center of what you want and commit to it. Listen to your soul purpose, listen to the great calling, and follow through. That is your message. Okay, so I'm just going to read for Jess on Instagram, and then I will read for on Facebook. I'm just going to put it up on Facebook now. Then I'll read for Christ, I can't keep up. I'll read for Julia afterwards. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to read for Instagram, and then I'll read for Julie, I should say. Julie, I don't have my glasses on. Okay, Jess on Instagram, do you have any questions? For those of you who are on Instagram, and you might want to find me on there, my handle is, I'm just putting it in now. There it is. Marina Lovas 73. That's my handle, and you'll be able to find me. There's only a few people on Instagram at the moment, just 3. So I'm likely to see you on there. Yeah, all right, let's read for Jess. Let's see what comes up for Jess. That's okay, Jess. Don't worry. Jess thought I'd disappeared. I haven't. I'm still here. Okay. Let's pick a card for Jess. What have we got? What do we have for Jess? Let's see. Oh, Jess. Okay, my feeling is with this card, okay, that you are going through, that you need to let go. You need to let go. You need to let go of the past, and you need to let things be. This tells me that you've been holding on, and there's a finality around this. There's no turning back. There's no going back. It's you've got to face, reconcile that it's things have come to an end, and that it won't be. It's come to an end. Sometimes this card will come up when we're dealing with grief, and we're dealing with what time that's been lost or time that's been wasted, and we're grieving about that. That can be troubling in itself. You know, sometimes we feel regrets about the time that we wasted, or the time that we spent, you know, wanting what we want, and or being stuck in a relationship that has kept, you know, that's keeping you trapped, that has kept you trapped. It is, I get the feeling as well that there is a male on the other side, that wants to make contact with you. On the other side, I'm talking about in spirit. There's a masculine energy, a male energy. He feels somewhat young. Now, I don't know if he's coming forward as young because he wants to recapture his youth, but he does feel somewhat young, and young as in, you know, not an old man. This is somebody who's youth. There's some youth there, a very youthful spirit. And he's wanting to make contact with you. I don't know who he is. I've got no idea. I don't know. I just know that. I think that's for you to explore, and you'll confirm that for me if, that's all I know right now about that. But I also feel, your partner's brother. That's interesting. You should say that, because I did feel, anyway, I thought it was a young guy. Okay. Oh, yeah. So he's wanting to make contact. So Jess just said it's could be my partner's brother who died, and he was in his early 20s. Yeah, and maybe he's trying to make contact in some way. There's an acknowledgement that, you know, he wants to be acknowledged. He wants you to know that he's there, or he at least perhaps wants your partner to know that. You need to, this card, I feel like whatever's happened in the past, you need to move on from it. You need to find ways to heal from it, and to reconcile that things can't go back to the way they once were. That is your message, okay? So, next person. Oh, there's a few more people on Instagram now. That's good. Hello from New Jersey. All the love. Jen Lee, big hugs. I'm just going to move over to Facebook, and then I'll come back to Instagram. Hello, Hayley. Yes. Hi, Tracy. I'll come back. I'm just going to move over to Facebook now. Julie, let's see what's there. You're so welcome, Jess. I hope your partner doesn't get too freaked out by that. Yes. Okay. Julie, let's see what we've got here. Julie, there we go. Oh, Julie, look, there's some choices that have to be made. I think there's something that you've been offered, or maybe you're being offered a new position, or you're thinking about a new position, or the possibility of a new position, or you're looking for a new job, or maybe you've just been offered a new job or a new position of some sort. You're being called to say yes to it. It tells me that this card tells me that you've been exhausted and that you've been tired and you feel drained. And it's like you're not sure if you can take things to the next level. You're not sure if you've got the energy to pull this off, or you're feeling some kind of depletion. This card says don't give up. Don't give up yet. Now's not the time to give up. Keep going. Keep moving forward. You will get clarity soon. This card really is about stretching yourself outside of the limitations, or outside of what you've been saying to yourself about why you can't, and start thinking creatively about what you can have. You do have options. You do have choices. And say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes. That is my message for you. Okay. Hi, Blair. Oh, that young man sounds like my adopted son, said Blair. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to read for someone on Instagram, and then I'll come back to Facebook. Let me pick someone from Facebook quickly. Who am I going to pick? Who am I going to pick? Hi, Jason. Hello, it's always nice to have a male. Hi, Jason. Nice to see you. So glad you're here, as in a male online, because it's usually, there's a lot of women. Hear me coughing? Anyway. Yeah, I'll come back to you, Jason. But first of all, are you still here? Make sure you're still here. Yes, you are still here. That's great. I'll come back to you, but first of all, I'm going to read for Instagram. Who did I say on Instagram? Hi, Jen. Yes, I'd love to read for you. Jen Lee on Instagram. Yes, I'd love to read for you. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask questions. I don't answer health issues. I'm not a qualified health practitioner, medical doctor, and it is unethical practice for me to be talking about your health issues when I am. It's not my forte. It's not my training. My training is in psychology, counselling, narrative therapy, hypnotherapy, all the sort of this, and the sacred arts. And yes, very, very happy to talk about any sort of mental health stuff, but definitely not physical health issues. You need to see, I would stay away from Facebook and go and see a qualified practitioner in the area that you need help with. Okay, Jen, this is for you. Let's see, Jen Lee. There we go. Oh, I carefully picked those cards for you, Jen. Was really careful. All right, let's see. Oh, okay, Jen. This is a really good card. So, Jen, first of all, you have the Fool. And the Fool in the Mythic Tarot, it really is about taking a leap of faith onto a new path, taking a leap of faith into new areas. You can trust yourself to make the decisions and to trust your instincts, to follow your instincts. I'm encouraging you to try something new, to take a risk, to stretch yourself outside of your comfort zone and do something that you haven't done before. This is a new chapter, a new beginning. Be open to 2023 to be a new beginning for you. If it is about study, go ahead and do it. Go and do the thing that you feel called to. Take that leap of faith. Let yourself have it. This tells me that you're going through whatever leap that you take, it is going to change. I wonder if it's about relationship. I just got this feeling then. But anyway, I just got this vibe then. So whatever decision you make, whatever leap of faith you take, it will change the course of your destiny significantly. It will create major transformation for you. It's very exciting, and it doesn't necessarily mean negative either. It can be positive, a transformation, but it will change the course of your destiny. So take control of the wheel. You don't have to wait for fate to happen to you. You can also let life channel through you and move through you and be part of the collaboration with life, to collaborate with life to create what you want. Okay, that is your message. Take a leap of faith. Do what you're afraid of, but trust your instincts, because it will change the course of your destiny. And it feels very powerful. It feels like a powerful shift and a powerful change that will lead you to incredible, deep transformations. You will come home to your true self. That is your message. Okay, hi Jason, nice to meet you. Let's see what cards come up for you. Do you have a question, Jason? Is there anything you'd like to have some clarity about or on? Is there something that you would like to have some clarity on? Girl Gone Wild, Jess, hello. Stick around and I'll read for you. Stick around and I'll read for you. Jason, do you have a question that you would like answered? Is there something? Otherwise, I'm very happy to just pick some cards for you. I'm going into LPN school. What's that? What's LPN? LPN school. You're hoping that's a good choice. So you're wanting some clarity around your decision. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's see. LPN school. What's LPN? What is that, Jason? Love to know. Nursing. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say. Is Jason making the right choice? Is he doing what's in alignment for his spirit, for his soul, for his purpose in this lifetime? Let's see. That was a bit heavy, wasn't it? Let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say. Oh, okay. Interesting. Fascinating. So we've got 2 aces here. I pulled 2 aces for you. All right, let's talk about, we talked about this one at the beginning of this reading. If you saw the energy report, should show these guys too. Look what I pulled, the 2 aces. So if you saw the energy report for tonight, I discussed that the winds of change are upon us, that life can no longer stay as is, that there is a disruptive energy, an energy of transformation. This tells me that things are going to, that change is really important for you. So it feels like the right action, right intention, and that any discomfort that you might be feeling around that is probably around the fact that it's going to create, you're going to have to create significant changes in your environment or, in your life to manage that, to manage the study. And it is hard work doing study, and it does require, time and energy, and your social life kind of suffers a little bit, and all the stuff that goes along with that. And and you've got to sort of juggle and resources and juggling work around that and all of that sort of stuff too. So this tells me that it will be challenging, that you will be challenged by it, but it's good karma. Despite the swords being difficult, the swords are difficult. Despite them being difficult, it is about transformation and change in life-giving ways. It wants you to come home to the truth of who you are. So my feeling is that it's a really good new beginning for you, despite that being the swords. The other card that I've got for you is the Ace of Wands. And this is about supersize me, okay? This is where I'm going. The first word that comes to mind is supersize me. Supersize your dream. Like, stretch it out. Let yourself dream big. Let yourself have what you want. Trust the vision. Trust the vision that you have. Jupiter wants to resource people. Jupiter wants to, this card's ruled by Zeus, and in astrology, Zeus is Jupiter. Okay, so Jupiter wants to resource people. It wants to help other people. It's the good luck. It's the 4-leaf clover of astrology. That's the 4-leaf clover of the Mythic Tarot as well. When we think of this card, I want you to think about the vision. I want you to focus on the vision that you have. the vision that you want for your life, and stay true to that. Let that be the guide. Now, of course, we all know it's about about the journey, right? Not necessarily the destination. But it's the inspired action, it's the inspiration that grows you and that delivers to you more than you could have imagined. Supersize me, okay? Think supersize. It's supersize this dream. You're about to start on a brand new adventure, and it's really exciting. This is going to grow you again. It's going to grow you in ways that you hadn't imagined. And the people, the places, the new faces, it's very exciting, very, very exciting. Yeah, so this is the beginning of a great adventure. It's going to change you. It will change you for sure, for sure. So my feeling is, my answer to you is, yes, you have made the right decision. And yes, it's really exciting, Jason. So good luck on your study journey. Okay, so I'm going to move over to Instagram now. I can't remember who I said I was going to read for. It was some wild girl gone wild or something, but I can't remember her name. Are you still there? Are you still there? Whilst I'm waiting for her to acknowledge that she's still there. You're so welcome. I'm going to put someone who's going to. There we go. I'm coming back to you, Zenaida. Okay. Oh, dealing with grief. I'm coming back to you after I have read for someone on here. Okay, so, Jess. Hi, Jess. Jess, you had a question about love, didn't you? What was your question? What was your question, Jess? Stick around those on Instagram. I've still got plenty of time. Jess, I can't remember what your question was, and I'm scared to touch the thing just in case it's balancing on just it's not balancing very well. I'm scared. Don't want it to fall. You're gonna have to tell me what your question is about relationship or something about relationship. I'll just intuitively do it. Oh, do I see a nice man coming in anytime soon? Oh, yeah. Let's see what the cards have to say about that. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, we didn't get our love reading this week, did we? We were all of us, those of you might have just jumped on. We were at Energy Report this week. We're all going, give us a love reading. Well, I was going, give me a love reading. Never happened. It was the tower. We got the tower. We got the tower of bullshit. Let the facades fall. Be real, be true to who you are. Drop the bullshit. Just be honest with yourself. That's the card we got. So it's some personal work to do around relationship. Anyway, okay. So is there a nice guy for Jess? Let's see what card comes up for Jess. Jess. All right. Oh, Jess, you just can't make this shit up. You just cannot, everyone. Everyone, you should see what I got, what cards I picked. What are the love cards? Jess asks about love, and then I pick the love cards. Out of 78 cards, the cards that actually represent love, I pick them. Except the only problem is with these cards, well, there's no problem with these cards, Jess, but it does suggest you've got some time on your own first. He's not here yet. And that's not to say that it's not going to happen. This card, the Ace of Cups, really does represent you wanting love. You're wanting to find love. And sometimes if we think of relationships like really about a journey into our own self-love, that really ultimately on the deepest level, this is about you wanting to reclaim your heart again, to fall in love with life, to fall in love with you, to fall in love with someone. And we know love. We are relational beings. We know love through others. We learn about love. We learn how to love. We learn about the nature of love through the other. So this card does suggest that you're longing for an object, someone to project the love that you want for your life. You're looking for someone, you'd like to have someone in your life who's not quite here yet. This card, though, is a reminder that a love story will begin, right? It's not far away. It's the Ace of Cups says, yes, love will find a way. And yes, there's an energy there for it. And we have to remember with the Ace of Cups, really, the Ace of Cups is a mirror. Aphrodite, Venus, represents mirrors, okay, mirrors, and how the other represents a mirror, and it's teaching your partnerships, your partners, ex-partners, partners are showing you where places in yourself that you've rejected, parts of yourself that you're not fully owning, and the parts of yourself that need your loving attention, the beautiful aspects of who you are. And yeah, they're great teachers. But yes, you're looking for a mirror. So this is an abundant card. It's not a negative card. It does suggest that love is seeking to make manifest in your reality. So it's not that he's not going to arrive. He's just not quite here yet. Now, the other card that I've got for you is this is about reconciling the past. This is about the reconciliation of the past and looking at the past and coming to terms with it, like finally making peace with it. And that's what you're being called to do right now, is to make peace with the past. Sometimes when this card comes up, Jess, it can be, previous lovers return, and it's not that you're there. You don't take it as a sign to get back with them, okay? Don't take that as a sign that because you've got this card and your lover from the past is all of a sudden showing up again, and it's now, you're not here to repeat a pattern. This isn't about repeating a pattern. What this is about is reconciling the past and letting it go, or letting things be, and knowing the truth about it, being able to make peace with it, make peace with that situation, so that you can move on and be clear about the kind of relationship that you do want. So the message is, right, the message for you is you need to start to get clear on what you want, and to make peace with the past, to make peace with it, and to learn from it, ultimately to take the lesson from it and make peace with it. This isn't a sad card. Whilst there is some kind of like regret with this card, maybe regret isn't the right word. Maybe there's a, she is sort of lonely. Hey, she's sitting on the rock and she's alone, and there is some kind of like nostalgia. She's looking back in the past and she's wishing things could have been different, but they weren't. And they're not. So reconciling the past so that you can move forward and have the love show up for you. It's on its way. It's just not quite here yet. This has got to be done first. It's so annoying, isn't it, having to do the personal work? Isn't it, everyone? Isn't that annoying? Oh, such a pain in the butt. All right. Zenaida Taurus. I know I've completely messed your name up 100%. I've got that wrong. Okay, let's look for some cards for Zenaida now. Let me see what's available for her. What spirit has to say. Let's see, and then I'll come back to Instagram and I shall read for Haley. How am I going for time? Okay. You know what's on at the moment, everyone. The US people probably. You guys would have, I'm sure you've got it in the US and you've definitely got it in the UK. Maths. Who loves maths? I love maths. It's so shit, but yet it's so good. Can't stop watching it. They always have like narcissistic, sociopathic, really fucked up people on there too, don't they? It's a bit sad, isn't it? The poor girls and guys that go on there that get partnered with these, really unhealthy personality disordered people. It's just such a shame, isn't it? But, people do these things to get on TV, don't they? Yeah, anyway. All right, let's pick some cards. All right, so your message tonight is that you're being called to focus on your passions. It's time. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to deal with, how do I deal with the grief? How do I fix the grief? How do I make it go away? How do I make it, end? We have to, with grief, we've got to remember it is not a pathology. There isn't something wrong with you because you feel grief, or this. Grief is a natural part of life, and we can't really sort of escape the rite of passage. We all go through it when we lose a loved one. And yeah, it is hard. It's painful. It is really painful. And part of the messaging around this reading for you tonight really is about learning how to reconcile that you will have your ups and downs, and there will be days where you feel better, and there'll be days that you'll be, you know, that you'll be sad and that you'll feel the pain of the loss of your loved one. And yeah, all I want to say is just really to normalize this for you, and that how do we ever get over it? I guess the question is, how long is a piece of string? I'm not sure. I'm not sure we ever really get over the loss of our loved one. Maybe for some of us it gets a bit easier over time. For some of us it gets even harder. I don't think there's any rule book around managing grief, or how to manage grief, or how to deal with grief, how to work with grief. It really is a territory unto itself, and we all have our own way of working through grief. I think the most important thing is to be kind and to be gentle on yourself, and not to be hard on yourself when you are having those moments when you're feeling angry about it, or when you're feeling sad and the pissed off with life, and the discomforts that come up when we lose a loved one. And then also, as well, to not feel guilty when you're having a good time, when you're feeling good, when you're having those good days, because your psychology can't cope with being in the grief 24/7. It's not, your psychology will protect you. You can't cope with that 24/7. So there'll be times when you will forget, and you'll be just busy doing stuff, and then all of a sudden you go, shit, I wasn't crying today, or I wasn't in it today, and that's okay. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong. You haven't forgotten your loved one, or it's your psychology protecting you, giving you a bit of a break, and that's okay too. So the card that I've got for you really is the Queen of Wands. The invitation. Spirit is inviting you to stay loyal to your heart and follow your passions. But let your heart lead, and let yourself go towards what you feel passionate about. Let yourself feel into your creative life. It's time. It's time to start being, doing the things that you love, that have you feeling lit, that keep the fire burning within you. And yes, you might feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, in terms of doing that. But you're not here to make everybody else happy. You've got to do this for yourself. And it's kind of like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You may as well just do the thing. You may as well just do what you want, and do what's calling, what your heart is being called to. Just go forth and do that, because you can't let life stop. It's you've been called to move forward, and to be patient with yourself as well. And that is your message. Okay, so the next person is Hayley on Instagram, but I will pick someone on. Oh, that's right. Oh, I think I've read for you before. Yes. Oh. It is really hard, isn't it? Yeah, your world does get turned upside down. There's nothing worse than losing your mum. Oh, I'll be devastated. I don't want to think about it. My mum. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to read for Kathy Croy, but not right now, Kathy. First of all, I'm going to read for someone on Instagram, Hayley. Hello, Hayley. Are you still here before I continue to read? Just want to double check that you're here. Can you let me know that you're still here? Let me know that you're still here. Yes. Okay, so Hayley said, hi, I would love some direction on some old friends and what kind of boundaries I need to place. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. What have we got here? Just, everyone who's online and watching these lives, if there's anything in these cards that resonate for you, if it feels like this reading is for you, or whatever a reading is for you, take it. Take it as a message, because this is a collective read. Despite me just doing, or even though I'm just doing one card at a time right now, if there is a message that just feels like it's for you, take it, because it is for you. If it's resonating, it is for you. For sure. Absolutely. These cards, we're all connected in some way, shape, or form. We're somehow connected, hey? So let yourself have it. Is maths on? Is it on now? I better hurry up. We've got to hurry up. Maths is on. Quick. Okay, Hayley, let's go. Oh, Hayley. Okay, so this tells me that um Hayley's got the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is really about being afraid that there's going to be a repeat event from the past. This tells me that you know that you're afraid of having the same situation, you know, come up again, or the same event to happen again. This is about being afraid of having the worst outcome, or having the worst, you know, the worst thing is going to happen. My message to you around this, I know boundaries are absolutely important. Of course they're important. But I feel like they've got possibility for this to heal. And then maybe to be a little bit more optimistic. Maybe to be a bit more optimistic about what's possible. That, you know, maybe things, this is the card of the fictions of the mind, of thinking that things are going to turn out really bad. And maybe things are going to turn out quite okay. And that, you know, the sun is a positive card. It's a positive outlook. It's about being optimistic. It's the yes card, to move forward. Move forward. You know, don't look back. Of course, don't look back, but move forward in and knowing that the sun is shining down on you, that Apollo is protecting you, that, you know, Apollo also, I sometimes refer to him as the Archangel Michael in the Mythic Tarot, Archangel Michael, and he's protecting you, and he's healing, and he's guiding, and it's the yes card, that things are going to work in your favor, that things are going to work out okay. So, you know, maybe this is an opportunity for you to find the joy and the love back again, if you feel called. I can't tell you what to do. It's not my business to tell you what you should and shouldn't do. But, you know, the cards foretell of good outcomes if you would like to continue to forge forward in those relationships. It's hard, isn't it, when you've had terrible things happen and you've been hurt, you know, to not globalize that, to take that and sort of put that on in every other relationship after that. And maybe, you know, some of that is because you've been hurt in the past, you're worried about a repeat of that. This tells me that you're not. There's not going to be a repeat. There's not going to be a repeat of that. Okay, that was your reading. Kathy, this is for Kathy. Let's pick a card for Kathy. Super quick. Let's pick a card for Kathy. What have I got? Oh, Kathy. Okay, so the cards that I've got for you is to risk nothing is to have nothing. So you're being called to invest. You're being called to invest and start again. So any hobby that you want to invest in, any course you want to invest in, any new job, any new environment, new position, you're being called to let go of what once was, because it is no longer serving you. It doesn't have, you know, it may be that you've just recently experienced a loss, and it could even be a financial loss or a loss of something, and you're coming to terms with that. This tells me that life requires you to take a risk and to make an investment and to not dam up the flow. Don't dam up your own flow. It's, you know, sometimes this card will come up when we feel like we've lost everything, but you haven't. This really is about taking a risk. And usually with the Pentacles, it usually is about a financial risk. You know, not being afraid to invest your time, your energy, your money and resources into this new beginning, or to this new opportunity, or the possibility for a new opportunity, for something, you know, something that's going to enable you to develop new skills, new hobby, business idea, study, like, you know, invest, let yourself have it. Why not? We only live once. Well, you know, only one life that you remember. This is the one. This is it. Can't take your money with you. May as well, you know, use it to nurture your soul and nourish you, and to use it wisely. You know, use it to invest in doing what you love. Fill your, you know, seed love in your life with your finances. Let your money or your energy, your time, your energy, your money and resources, use it to invest in yourself. Yes, and it tells me that love, you'll fall in love. If you take this risk, you're going to fall in love, and you will fall in love with it, and you'll be so happy, and you'll feel elated. You'll feel like you've touched something, you know, God, this Pisces energy. This is about, you know, this beautiful Piscean love, elation, you know, heightened feelings of love, and you know, like a romantic. Romanticizing. I am romanticizing it because it'll feel like that. And while you wait, you found the love of your life. You found something that you love. Go ahead and do it. Kathy, it's don't hold back. Let yourself have it. Okay, that was your message. Everyone, I'm going because maths is on. I want to watch maths. I'm up for it. I'm up for maths. I want to watch maths. I'm there. So I'll see you all next week. Thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate it. And thanks for everybody on Instagram who's shown up. All the love. Don't forget, I've got my beautiful tarot therapy training course, 9-month tarot therapy course. It's an incredible, life-changing course. It'll be the only one I run this year. It's the last one that I'm going to be running this year. It closes very soon. We start on March the 1st, live Zoom sessions every week on Zoom, doing your own therapy, along with learning tarot therapy and the psychotherapeutic application of the tarot, and so that you can become an incredible professional tarot therapist. Yes, okay, I better go. All the love, everyone. Take care and have a beautiful week. Oh, I remember that reading. I'll do a summary of it tomorrow. Got some work to do, everyone. All the love. Bye.